From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Murray now on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. On play action, Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. Looking to throw again on second down. Lance. That's swung out to Mostert. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit, because in college he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here, but at the same time in the NFL you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. And they'll go for it. Lance. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do, and what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks, because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. Powers through him. And remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Going quickly out wide to Moore. Touchdown! Rondale Moore. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The return man, Wilson. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Lance. That's Samuel, caught left side. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now Lance. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And Gold is able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a third and about 5. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still going to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought into what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
The return, here comes Chase Edmonds. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray going to fire one out wide. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, Murray.
And this will be swung out here for counter.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
And there's James Conner with a run that gets everyone's attention. He joined the Arizona Cardinals after 4 years in Pittsburgh, and his best year with the Steelers, 2018, named a Pro Bowler after a 973-yard, 13-touchdown campaign. Mixed results the last couple of years as he's been in and out of the lineup, but with consistency, he can still be an effective runner.
First down, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down. To throw is Murray. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. To throw, it's Murray. And this is caught off a deflection. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Now that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
51 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Conner. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Here's Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Lance finding Kittle, first down San Francisco. Lance now on first down. Well, same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Lance looking to throw it. This one caught by Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Second down at their 49-yard line.
Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
To throw, it's Lance. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Pick, and now a fumble. The ball's out. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay, they're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Working from the gun, Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Robbie Gould for the field goal of 46-yard attempt.
The kick by Gould is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Now it's Wilson. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll with all. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. And Lance now to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gold with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Throwing now is Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now on
3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it.
Being chased out left. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Big yards there in the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Lance, a handoff here to Mostert.
And some space here. 20. Touchdown, 49ers.
I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They start with a give to Conner. Able to push his way through.
54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 31, Murray, throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Murray now.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute off.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And that one results in 35 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And Gold is able to put it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
On the return, here's Edmonds. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is counter. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 44, Murray. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is counter. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The 71 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Murray. And he's going to go down again. Eric Armstead picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the 49ers, they get a much-needed victory to get to 3-5 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for Arizona,